It is pump time.
The greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump.
Okay, enough with the nonsense. Let's get into the charts. At the moment, we see two scenarios playing out, the bullish and the bearish scenario locally. So, starting off on the bearish scenario locally, we have this initial A, B, and C. In this C wave, we have a 5-wave structure, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, each consisting of a 3-wave move in a diagonal. As you can see here, all these would be 3-wave moves. So if we go into the 1 hour time frame, we can see in this 5th wave, we have the A, B, and C, consisting of in the B wave, a W, X, Y. Now this would be the micro count for this W, X, Y, but this is actually looking quite unlikely at the moment, even though we are not past this target range and are not coming down with strong momentum. This is still quite an unlikely scenario. Here we have a W in the X and A, B, C in a running flat, and then a 5-wave impulsive structure in wave 5. So hitting our general target range, we should now be coming down in the larger degree wave C. This should be impulsive structures, but this at the moment looks quite unlikely as we've moved up with quite a bit of strength. As you can see, volume is indeed increasing as this move climbs. Now, one thing to notice here is we are seeing higher prices with a dip in volume, creating a bearish divergence. This should be increasing prices with increasing volume, but we will see how price reacts to this target range. Then for the most bullish scenario, we have a finished WXY on the 4-hourly time frame. Here you can see a W, X, and a Y. This would mean the low is indeed in, and we are now seeing impulsive structures to the upside. On the 1-hour time frame, we can actually see those impulsive structures moving quite nicely. We can see in this blue count, a 1 and a 2 was made, and now we are seeing inside the blue wave 3, we are seeing the purple count of a 1 in a leading diagonal, a 2 down, now should see a 3, 4, and a 5. The scenario where this is invalidated is if this third wave touches the 0.618. We can see here, if I measure it out, touching around $59,000 would invalidate this bullish scenario, and we would be then looking at the first scenario which I showed, which we come down in lower prices. On the Elliott Wave channel side of things, this middle line has still not been hit. If we go to the daily time frame, you can see where this Elliott Wave channel is drawn out from. This middle line has still not been hit, and now that we've closed inside the channel for the weekly, the likelihood of this being hit is very, very high. So I still do expect price to come down to this middle line at some point, whether it is here or even up here, whether we range in this area and then come down touching this middle line and blast off from there. I do expect at some point for it to get touched. On the weekly time frame, this fair value gap has still not been filled out. We've spoken about this lots on our channel already, but this has now found quite a solid support over here, not touching the order block yet. I don't know, I expect price to maybe come back down, touching that order block that would be perfectly filled out, and then bouncing off that area. That would be the ideal scenario from this range. Now, for trade possibilities in this area, starting on the 1 hourly time frame for the moment, we can see that price, if you are bearish, price has moved into this Y target range, and a short from this area would not be a bad move. But if you're on the bullish side of things, I would wait until this purple wave 3, 4, and 5 has completed. Once these are completed, we would get a good confirmation of an impulsive structure, and that would mean a 4 in blue were to follow. The target range would be from the 0.236 to the 0.5. So that would be a good long from off that area on the hourly time frame. On the 4 hourly time frame, though, I know people like to trade the higher degree time frame. I would completely wait until this blue structure is finished. Following this blue structure, we should have a wave 2, as this would be a larger wave 1, 2 into a support box, and off that support box, the massive third wave move. But that is still to come, and we will still see how that plays out. But that is all for today's video. Thanks guys for tuning in, and I will be back tomorrow with new videos. Please subscribe to the Discord and join the YouTube. It's been MaxTradesCrypto. Cheers guys.